Sweet, there we go. Now we're live, babe. Say hi.
Really?
Yeah.
I just sneezed. Is
Did
that
you?
on there?
Probably.
Shout out.
Live chat. There we go. Hey, Coaster Labs. I am alive. Lily, hey. Alan, what's up, man? Just playing fetch with Ernie over here. Oh man, now we got people rolling in. Got Jaden. Hey, what's up, Jay? Morgan, what's going on? Everybody watch how quick Ernie is. I know it's been a long time. Wow, I can't. Hey everybody, how is it going? Yeah, he's so fast. I think he just punctured a hole in the ball. You can hear it squeaking. Ernie, you finally did it, buddy. You did it on live internet too. You did it on a live stream, buddy. Good catch. All right, well, this is Molly. Let me flip it around. Hey guys, me and Molly were just sitting here, and I just realized I went into the 6 figures in subscribers, so I wanted to celebrate a little bit and let you guys know that we are still alive.
100K.
We hit 100K. Yeah, we're pretty psyched about it. Ernie's doing his little celebration too, so thanks, Lily. I appreciate it, guys. Hey, Nico, JB, Dylan, having a Stella Artois. I heard once you hit 100K, you only drink Stella. All right, I'm gonna go in the room before I embarrass Molly anymore. All right, let's go, buddy.
Take his ball. Oh, he's got it.
Come on, buddy, let's go. I just want to come on here and make a lot of loud noises, apparently. Sorry about that. And, say hey to you guys. Yeah, just wanted to... Yeah. All right, so we got 64 of you on here right now. What I want you guys to do, on 3, I want you to unsubscribe, okay? We're going to see how many times we can hit 100K in one night. I'll count to 3 later when there's more people, maybe. Okay. Come on, buddy. Hold on, sorry. So, oh yeah, you know what? I might as well show you guys real quick. For those of you who are watching my IG, I recently redid...
Did you just step in the water?
I just kicked the water ball. Anyways, yeah, we recently redid the kitchen. That's why I was absent. So, put a new countertop on and painted and put a little backsplash up, and made that window casing right there. We used to have cabinets all along here, and it's taken me over a month. So.
But it looks so good.
Oh, you're too sweet. Look how sweet.
So hard.
She's my #1 cheerleader. She's my favorite, and that's why I love her. All right. Let's go, guys. Oh, it's okay, baby. Poor Gracie. Poor Gracie got spayed today, actually, so she is definitely not celebrating with us. Bye, Gracie. Sorry. Yeah, maybe I'll do a little tour through the library or something like that, guys. Oh, that's so funny, man. I did put you guys in the freezer that one time. I love that, especially, yeah, Jay, that's awesome, dude. I love, like, how many of you guys are, you've been around since, for a long, long time. That's super cool. Oh, frick, Ironborn. Mad love for you, bud. That is love. That's all love. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Ernie's gonna love those treats he gets later. All donations are going to Gracie and Ernie, just so you guys know. He rips up blankets. He loves just chewing anything he can get his hands on. So, I don't have my super sweet shelf lighting on right now. Maybe I'll... This room's a little bit of a mess going on right now. So maybe I'll... During the construction... What are you doing, buddy? You just want to play and play and play? Yeah, you know what? I'll turn the lights on real quick. I just threw a bunch of stuff in here since we're moving stuff around for dude in the kitchen. Let's see. Let's see if I can't illuminate the setting a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Very dimly. We got them working now, but maybe I'll talk about some of the books I'm gonna talk about in a little bit. So this one, I'm still on this one, How the Irish Saved Civilization. This book is, I just love history. The more I read it, it's really cool how St. Patrick was a Roman slave on the island of England. And here we go. I'm looking for this. And anyways, St. Patrick got sold as a slave. He was a Roman, a British Roman in the late 300s, got sold into slavery and then escaped in a really like treacherous, very risky escape. And then he went back to his family. Gotta get this thing to work. How come it's not working? And when he got back to his family, he became a bishop in the early church. Dang, my surfboard's in the way here. That sucks. Huh. Okay. Wasting more time trying to get that light going. Guess we got enough lights in here. Anyways, yeah, this is essentially how oh frick. Hey Decaf, what's up? Good to see you. You're writing a horror novel. Man, I don't know if it was you or if it was someone else who approached me to kind of talk about one of their novels they're writing on my channel. I wish I knew if it was you or not, but to kind of promote it. I'm just so busy. I got so many things going on right now. Not specifically right now, but at the moment in life, relatively. We're sitting in a library here. But yeah, I didn't want to sign up for anything like that. But I just want to show or say I got a lot of respect for anyone who, even whether it's good or not, who undertakes the endeavor of writing a book. It's pretty intense. It's an intense commitment because I'm so averse to commitments. I think that's why I in particular have a lot of respect for it. Oh, you want to show? You asked for me to throw the ball, but then you pull your head away at the last minute? Show everybody how you do that. You're so good at that. Can I have that? Man, alright, you guys, this is so much love. I appreciate you guys coming on here. So this is my man cave right now. I got my little speakers over there. I got my huge ass TV just plopped on my desk right now because the other room was being used to paint and all that while we were redoing our kitchen. And Ernie and Gracie have bunk beds right there because they're still being potty trained. They're still little puppies despite how much of a ginormous horse he is. And anyways, hey, thanks, man. So yeah, man, it's all you guys. It's really cool. Just see so many of you guys show up and show love for the channel. So I just want to thank all of you who are currently subscribed and chewing my hand. And it's once you guys know, it means a lot. It's just it's hard to imagine people, you know, with thousands and thousands of people, you know, the reach that the technology of the internet in general has. But you know, YouTube it's cool. I'm really hopeful for what YouTube is doing as far as not my channel in particular, but there's so many channels out there that I personally watch to get educated, and I think it's amazing. So I hope all you guys have the same positive experience on YouTube as I've had. Okay, Ernie, you're starting to literally eat my hand now. Easy, but hey, do I have to bop you on the snoot? I'm gonna boop your snoot. He just thinks I'm playing if I boop him too late. Look at this idiot. Okay, hey, easy, buddy. Easy. I have to turn the camera around and boop you. So, hey, no, sir. No, you don't paw me. You don't paw me, I paw you. Hey, no, sir. No, sir. Ernie, you sit. Hey, do you sit? You sit? Good boy. And that's why he's my good boy. He's a lot to handle, but he's really good. Anyways, any book? Sorry guys, I can't. I wish I could keep up with all the comments here. I was kind of rambling, being a little selfish there. Over Exit Apocalypse. Basically, all religions turn out to be real, and it's all the gods and good in the universe versus the bad, and a group of human survivors are being terrorized by demons. Very intense story. I'm so baked right now. Hell yeah, man. You're a guitar player. Me too. My band is Altar of Bedlam. Shout out to Altar of Bedlam. I got a lot of respect for musicians. Ernie, easy, buddy. Easy, my friend. Man, I wish I could show you guys. I have a cool picture that I put on my desk a while back that reminds me of people being haunted by demons. I put it on because I'm not a big gamer, as I said before, but I got it cheap for like $100. I got like 4 games controller and a PS3. I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty. I think Modern Warfare, or no, Black Ops 3, I think it is. So yeah, I'm not gonna be able to lift the TV up and find it, but man, so much love here. Let me flip this around real quick. Oh, I can't scroll without putting my thumb over the camera. So should I start? Cool book. It's a great scenario. What happens if you stub your toe in a live stream? Do you yell or just be silent? I'd probably just be silent because if I yelled, I'd embarrass myself. Thanks, Lily. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Universe, Sandbox, and Odyssey for the win. I'm glad you like that, Jay. Yeah, thanks, Nicholas Koenig. Ernie does need a boop sometimes. I feel like that's the only way he learns. He has such a thick head. Lucy Smart. Good to see you here, Lucy. Raven, good to see you too, Raven. That's awesome. It's snowing there. It's like 80 degrees right here in South Florida right now. I love your videos, Connor. Thanks, man. PS3 Ancient Artifact System. Yeah, I'm sure it is. We got Beast. We got Beast in the chat. One of the OGs. Good to see you here, man. Owen, where'd you go to university? In Jacksonville, Florida, for a little bit, for a long time actually, without getting a degree. I might have set a record. I was like Van Wilder without the, without nearly as much partying and social skills. Still loving the content. I've got a bit of a headache from playing the Barry sax. Ernie, look at this guy. He's just sitting there ripping something. Are you ripping a towel? Ernie? Ernie, excuse me? Hey, no. No, sir. You're a bad boy. You're bad. No, sir, we don't chew towels. We do not chew towels. No. That's not cool or funny or cute. Well, it's a little cute, but as long as mommy buys new towels. Man, -15. So I just went out to Seattle to celebrate my buddy's bachelor party. And it actually was like in the mid-30s, so it wasn't even that cold for somewhere that snows in like an hour north. We went to a place called Stevens Pass and went skiing, and it was a blast. Southern California. Yeah, Lily, you guys, I feel like you guys have the ideal climate for someone not looking for any like serious change of seasons and just consistent weather all year round. San Diego and LA is just amazing. I've been there a couple times. Yeah, thanks, Beast. I know my hair it's a mess right now. I just let it grow out. I wasn't really keeping on top of it. Probably might start shaving it very soon. In a couple years, if it really starts balding. I'm getting a serious receding hairline. It's getting up there. I might just do the Joe Rogan. Yeah, Beast, I'm doing great, man. Yeah, anyways. A namer here. You're the only ASMR artist I Patreon, and I'm an ASMR addict. Max, hey, man. I'll definitely give a hey, Max, dude. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Sorry, I must have missed you. I saw something about that earlier. I didn't know what you're referencing, but yeah, man. Hey, Max, dude. That honestly means like. It just means a lot. It's so cool to connect with you guys over this stuff. It's like, you know, as perfect as Molly is, I'm really glad we actually don't have like a ton of the same like intellectual interests, I guess, because I feel like we just fight over things because we get along on so many different levels. It's like I feel like we just try to intellectually one up each other, and it wouldn't be too hard for her to do that to me, I'm sure. Yeah, Ernie, WTF, bro? He's still looking for stuff to chew. 8 inches of snow in Canada. That's amazing. Nova Scotia. Ernie, oh, hello. Hello, good sir. How are you this fine evening? Just hanging out. Just hanging out. Just stuffing his head in the chair. No big deal. No big deal. I am actually not baked right now, guys. Um, just sitting here having a Stella, just a mellow. I'm just really tired. That's probably why it sounds like it. So, well, anyways, yeah, I appreciate Alex. Wow, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, while I got all you guys watching right now, give me some suggestions. All right, Lily, you take care. Thanks for stopping by. It was really nice to see you or talk to you again. See you. It's funny how much of I was talking to my friend Ernie. Okay, buddy, you gotta calm down. You're being too much. I was talking to my friend on meme analysis, the another YouTube channel I'd recommend you guys check out if you're interested in like analyzing the psychology behind memes. It's very interesting. He no topic is off limits either. Ernie. Oh, he's trying to get his ball. That was my mistake, bro. Ernie's not being cool right now. What was I saying? I don't know. Probably nothing super important, but do you like living in Florida? I do. I wish it was snowing right now, but yeah, it's fun, man. I get to be outside all the time if I want. Go to the beach. You're always very close to the beach for the most part. Jesus, what was I saying, Ernie? I forget, buddy. Oh yeah, I was talking about meme analysis. That's right. I was talking about meme analysis and how funny it was the other day. We had we were just talking on like a, you know, I say Skype call, but it's like how you call, you know, a generic object, the like a specific name brand, like a tissue, a Kleenex, or something like that. And what were we? IG. We were live FaceTiming on IG, and I was referencing a video I was watching on YouTube as though it was me talking, having a conversation with my friend, and it was like a slip. You know, I didn't mean to say it like that. I was like, oh yeah, he told me. I think I said, that's what I said. I was like, yeah, I was watching this guy and he told me, and as though it was like a friend who was telling me something when it was just a video I was watching of another channel with Jimmy Boyo and Uber Boyo. I love those two guys. Their content, at least. They put out a lot of just very academically sharp and, you know, intellectually rigorous, but also they speculate a lot too. So they take a lot of liberties in speculating and about psychology and spirit. Not, I don't want to say spirituality and mix those categories up, but like, you know, the importance of religion in psychology, I guess, and Carl Jung's huge profound insights regarding that. But it's just funny how we do sometimes. I think in a lot of ways the internet it's in its infantile, it's like an embryo in terms of its life right now. We're just at the beginning, the origins of how the internet's going to change how we communicate with each other. So we we use it as a surrogate for social interactions for sure, and I think that's what ASMR does in a big way. It's a lot of the nonverbal ASMR is a surrogate for nonverbal social interactions. More. It's not the physical touch, but it simulates it in a way that a lot of people don't have, myself included, in a lot of ways. And I even, I have a girlfriend and 2 dogs, and I live near my family, and it's an awesome family, and I'm fortunate as anyone can be, really. But I still find a lot of enjoyment in hearing others' opinions, and I can see how ASMR, especially when you get intense with like putting headphones in with the more sound-oriented ASMR, the more traditional ASMR, it can be just some sort of reconnection with another human being, because it is a real human being, as far as we know now. We're not beyond the singularity yet. So, anyways, ASMR and the internet in general, I think, is going to help foster the increased efficiency, a more efficient transaction of information across people, but it's also going to help keep us connected as a social species. So, anyways, I just want to spit that out because I see you guys are really commenting, and I feel bad just like rambling like like someone who rambles a lot. Winter Lyle hit it on the head. Ernie is the chief goof officer. Dude, he is the CGO for sure. Look at this idiot. He just punctured his ball. Oh god. Anyways, I'm gonna take my robe off here. I'm gonna take it's getting hot in here with Ernie just causing a ruckus. Alex, yeah, man, dude, thank you, man. Avocado giving me a huge thumbs up. I appreciate that, man. That's love. That means a lot. Excuse me, guys. More history videos. So I'll try to get through some of this, you guys. Any ideas? If you just to give me ideas, like I said, I won't guarantee that I'll do the specific video, but it definitely helps me. It helps me get some ideas of what you guys are interested in. So Crystal says more history, early American history, medieval, folklore, myths, early human history. Yeah, Ernie is definitely the CGO now. ASMR Portal. Hello from Texas, everyone. Hope you're doing awesome this evening. You as well, Portal. I hope you are as well. Never thought I'd smash brews with my boy Rich. Bro. Here's to you, Max. Oh, Frick, it's been great, man. Odin bless you all. You too, buddy. American hiker. I remember when that was like my only goal, and as Nipsey Hussle said, reached all my old goals, mapped out some new ones. Oh, what did he say? Ernie, stop. Stop, dude. You're being such an idiot. Freaking goof. Anyways, I reached all my old goals, mapped out some new ones, or something like that. But it's funny how you know, it's like life in general is. This isn't the purpose or meaning of life, but one of the characteristics I think of a successful life, at least. God, my hair's doing some crazy stuff. Is to have good hair. No, it's to have goals that you can reach, and once you get there, kind of ratchet up and follow this. Is it going to be like this? I guess for you guys, follow this, or maybe it is mirrored, so it looks the same. Anyways, an exponential curve. So you know, for numbers' sake, if you run a mile one week, if you can be consistent, maybe you can run 2 miles. Maybe you can double your mileage every period of time. You know, every month, say, if you're smarter than me and don't get shin splints every time you try to like overdo your running. But when I was like, man, even a year ago, I never thought I would hit 100,000 subscribers. So this is pretty cool. It doesn't really mean anything in the, you know, by itself. It just means that at some point, 100, right? Yeah, exactly. Right now, and right now, you just said, congrats on 99.9. I might have lost all my subs, so I might be back under 100 at this point. But I have no way of like telling. I can't tell how many subs I have at the moment while I'm live streaming. But anyways, no, I won't be displaying the plaque or anything. I'm not particularly proud of it. I'm more excited about you guys, like, you know, what you guys are interested in. So yeah, I don't know. I just want to focus. You know, it's cool to be recognized for that, but really, I'd like to get to the point where I can start a family and be able to do this to take care of them, because that would be a blessing. That would be a super, you know, just ideal situation, is to be able to wake up, research, look up things I'm interested in, find out about them, and share the exploration and the, you know, findings with you guys, and get paid to do it through the advertisements at the beginning of the videos. So, and those of you who, you know, help me out in a huge way through Patreon and PayPal and whatnot. So, yeah, rambling ASMR for sure, guys. That's what, it's definitely what you're getting. Alec was wondering, are you currently a student? And thanks for the $2, man. Yeah, I guess sorry if you asked that. I mean, you don't have to pay to ask a question. But I guess it makes it a bright color. So I look at this guy, guys. You little stinker. You friggin' stinker. He just started chewing a glove. That's, I mean, not incredibly expensive, but Ernie. I cannot take my eyes off him for a minute. Oh yeah, your questions. Yeah, sorry, dude. I completely forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, I'll try to get to your question. I guess if you want to throw up 50 cents or $1 or something like that, I'll definitely see your question, because it makes it a different color. If I do miss it. I was wondering, are you currently a student? No, no, I'm not currently an official student. In fact, I just turned 31 years old, which is hard to believe. I thought I was like 25 yesterday. So I, my short story is I went to school for a while, was trying to be an engineering student, but not really trying. Wasn't motivated enough to complete my studies there. I never did. I got kicked out at some point, and just for failing too many, just for having really my GPA I think dropped too low, and I was in my my technical junior year, and I could have got back in, but I just didn't have the passion for electrical engineering and microcontrollers, and FPGAs and designing circuits, and I can never quite figure out signals, all the math. Not, I guess not the math so much as because I was never that bad at the math. I always just wanted to understand the link between the math and the physical systems that it never perfectly characterizes. Math never perfectly characterizes reality, and that's something I'd love to talk about one day, is that all math and engineering is only an approximation, and it's a good enough approximation to where we can fly jets and have live streaming like this. But it's interesting, like people think that an equation is like a perfect description of reality. But the actuality of the situation, like the fact of the matter is that math is actually just a really, really, really extremely precise, just a very precise approximation, I guess, is the best I can do right now. So it's just fascinating, like how, we're still trying to figure out how to unify gravity with all the other three forces, light, electromagnetism, which is light, and everything that is along the spectrum. No, you get down right now, sir. Ernie, you get down right now. Take your ball. Take your ball. Ernie. No, I'm not going to throw it. You keep interrupting me, and I will not throw your ball. No, sir. Take it. And get out of here. Scram. Skadoodle. Hey, go to your room. Go to your room right now. You stay. Stay. If he interrupts me one more time, I swear to guys. Yeah, he's grounded. For sure. Oh, Lily, thanks. I appreciate that. Okay, man. It was like a... Where have you been, bro? Ernie? You stay. You stay. I'm not playing. I know you want me to, but I'm not. Oh man, every time I don't have my finger on the screen, so sorry for the constant things. The chat fades away, and I'm trying to go back to the earlier questions, and I have to scroll back up. So sorry, guys. Yeah, Madison, I've been working on renovating. I say renovating, but it's really just I changed one little piece of drywall and put in new countertops in our kitchen. And it's just taken me, I'm not really a handy guy, so I've had help from my dad, which has been awesome and invaluable, but it's taken me a while because I wanted to take my time with it, do it right, and learn. try to teach myself as best I could. ASMR Portal says, I'd love to see you do videos on different cultures and their history. By the way, I love Scotland and everything in that area of the world. So that's very cool. Yeah, maybe a history of Scotland would be cool at some point. I loved the movie Braveheart, so maybe I'll look into the real. I know that's not exactly nonfiction, but I'm actually doing. Most of you probably know. What do you got now, Ernie? Look at him. He went and got the second glove. Little stinker. He's just crying for my attention now. I'm doing a history of Japan video coming up very soon, so hope you guys like that. More videos like the Area 51. Yeah, I'm not so interested in conspiracies anymore, but I'll definitely do more, Fermi paradox and Drake. Now what's he doing? Ernie? Hey. No. No. Stop chewing things. You're being bad. Sorry, guys. He's starting to, he's really starting to wreak havoc now. Ernie? He knows how to do the puppy dog eyes so well. I don't know. I've never seen a dog do them so well. He's so freaking cute. Can't get mad at him for long. Look at that. How could you not? How could you get mad at that face? Anyways, yeah, more, factual, more scientific speculation on space, like Oumuamua, our, SETI and the Fermi paradox and Drake equations and all that. Oh, Alex, sorry, man. You got some great talents. I hope you find your path in this life. Dude, thank you very much. That sounded really sincere, and it means a lot. That's really encouraging. Thank you so much, dude. And, of course, thanks for the donation as well. That's really cool. We need an ASMR con where you can meet your favorite artists. Yeah, I don't even know if I would go to one of them. I mean, it would be cool if it was close enough, like in West Palm Beach or something, maybe. Yeah, sorry if I miss some of you guys. Lena Alexio guy, I roped you in with a cute Ernie thumbnail, didn't I? Love your stuff, man. Deeply relaxing, utterly fascinating, in equal measure. Thank you, Liberty. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I kind of have a baby face a little bit, don't I, Beast? I'm lucky. I still get carded, so that's fine for me. That's fine for me. Cameron Ernie's a golden retriever. Nathan, I loved Jason and the Argonauts. Have you ever read about the War of the Roses? No, I haven't, actually. I haven't read that one. I haven't read about that. This book, actually, if I can grab it, is a huge... Actually, this book is where I got the idea to do a history of Japan, because right here, what I did was draw the wave off Kanagawa, or the Great Wave, by Katsushika Hokusai. Katsushika Hokusai. And so I drew that a couple months ago, and I have that video of just me drawing. I kind of kept it silent. I thought I would narrate over it, and then the narration became like let me write an essay so it actually doesn't sound as rambly. And then an essay turned into like about this artist, turned into a just a fascination with the period, which of course bled into the fascination of Japan in general, because it's such a unique situation. It was like isolated for centuries. It isolated itself, and then um, it was just very self-sufficient. It's never been invaded, and it has just such a unique culture, you know. And like what type of nation would lead to it has some of the most beautiful poetry and culture, yet at the same time it's been guilty of the most vicious atrocities like Unit 731 and the rape of Nanking and all the other you know negatives that it has with its name. So it has like the peaks and the valleys are some of the most amplified of any nation I've ever come across yet in my limited time on studying history. So, anyways, let's see what else we got here. All right. So yeah, any other suggestions? Any other specific topics in history or science you guys are interested in, or even if you're just interested in science and history in general, or like different topics, different subjects. Um, any philosophers or people in particular, scientists, Elon Musk. I like to do I might have taken him down from my channel, but I did at one point have a kind of biography I wasn't so satisfied with about Einstein and Elon Musk and a couple other people. But I'd like to I'd like to do a better job of doing some of those series in the future. I'd like to do one on Einstein and Richard Feynman. I'd like to do him. His life was fascinating. I'd like to do one on, man, who else? Maybe Jordan Peterson, actually. That guy's just, he's such a unique teacher in general. His life is really interesting, and like how it's, where it's going, and he just seemed to be, well, it's cool. He's not the only one, I guess. Like Eric Weinstein and Brett Weinstein are two people I'm very, very interested in. And they, were very successful, but were away from the media, really. They were never, the internet opened up a plethora of doors for them to really get well known and recognized. And it's fascinating how halfway through their lives, they're in their late 40s, 50s, and, they're just blowing up, being these sensations. And even Joe Rogan, he's another one, part of that same circle, who just got profoundly, like, his channel's blowing up, and it shows no signs of slowing down. So the internet to me is, like, just in general fascinating how it gives so many people platforms, and how people skyrocket in the popularity, and some fizzle out, and some just keep exponentially, climbing the ladder. So that's pretty fascinating. A lot of late happy birthdays, so thank you all for that, guys. It was at the end of January. I really appreciate that. You guys, again, showing me lots of love, even with this hairdo here. Um, okay. I love your, okay, film-related videos like The Dark Knight. Sorry, I'm about 15 minutes behind on the comments here. Cool, that's good to know. Aviation mechanics, I'm going to work with it for a few years and go back to school for aerospace engineering. Very cool. I worked with a lot of aerospace engineers for a little bit when I was a technician. And it seems like a pretty rewarding job if if you have a passion for that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna try my best to get to the end of the comments here, guys. But as you can tell, my voice is I'm starting to do vocal fry, which I don't like very much. When you start talking through the back of your throat like this. So I try to keep it in my chest as best I can, but I really don't like vocal fry. I think it's like a false deep voice, you know. But for me, it happens when my back and my neck gets really tight, or interestingly enough, I don't know how many of you out there experience this, but when I don't really feel extremely confident in what I'm talking about, I notice that my muscles, some sort of neuropsychological link there, I'm sure, they get tense, and it's harder for me to talk in a deeper, more relaxed voice like this when I'm taking a stance of authority in a subject that I'm not really certain in. So that's just an interesting um, observation about myself. I'm curious if it actually applies to anybody else. So, I think a biography series would be super cool where you explain the whole life of your favorite historical figures. Yeah, sweet, good. Glad you like that idea. Here is Young right here. Here's a couple books by Young. There's Eye on the one Jordan Peterson always references. So I'm a little bit through that, and it's just, Jesus, I definitely want to do a whole video, if not a couple videos on that one. That's just absolutely profound, and it's given me a whole new lens on religion and the link between psychology and of individuals and populations and religion, and how that permeates through generations and generations of um, families and the lineage of how moralities get transferred from throughout the generations. It's fascinating. So, yeah, I'm trying. Let's see. ZZ Top's vibes. Um, Angel, that's very sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that, Angel. C. Angel C. See, almost with it, 10:24. I'm 6 minutes behind the chat now. I'm getting closer. Ancient anything? Yes. Okay. Sacre Blue. What a world. I'm glad you said that, because when I see the word ancient in the title, if it's longer than 20-minute video, I generally put it on unless it's some very loud individuals starting the video with "What's up, guys?" That's the worst. Just because it's such a formulaic intro. But yeah, the word ancient. My voice is starting to really cut out now. The word ancient is really a big one for me. It sucks me in every time. It's a really useful, very effective clickbait. Yeah, Nikola Tesla. I'd love to do a video on him. Tristan, you asked, is the moon landing fake? At least 4 times from what I can see, and no, I really don't think it is, because and none of us can actually be sure, I guess, unless you work at NASA and have personally seen how the rockets work and all that. But I've been around aerospace engineering and engineers, and anybody who's personally flown in an airplane. That's absolute magic that we can make a. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Excuse belching. That we can make 100-ton aircraft, hunk of metal, fly thousands of miles, 700 miles an hour, and with near um, uh, rarely with almost insignificant. Of course, any loss of life is never insignificant, but statistically insignificant errors in flight. Really enjoy the Elon Musk one. Cool, cool, cool. First year of university and not enjoying the experience as my course isn't what I'm passionate about. Of course, man. You and probably most other people, I would have to say. So don't feel left out in that sense, Harry. Don't know if I should complete a degree or learn what I can to drop out and find my passion. Do I have a advice? Yeah, my advice would be to follow your passion. And here's why, because a lot of people just say that and stop there. But the reason you follow your passion is because that's what helps you actually work on the days that you're not as motivated as you would otherwise be. So if you do something just because you think you should, and it, if you do, I mean, you have to be practical, and that's where I was trying to do engineering, because it was very practical. It made money, and I never want to be broke. I don't want to ever have to, not for the material so much as my actual independence that it gives me. When you have money, it affords you independence from. It gives you your own time, and it gives you what you can do with your physical body. Um, and so, anyways, I'm just saying that as an example of a motivation for following your passion. Because when you follow your passion, people, for the most part, as long as it's either um, not harmful, or if the best scenario would be if it brings good into the world, meaning it helps the lives of yourself, at the very least, and ideally other people as well, ultimately. Whether that's having a talent as a musician, and bringing the joy, because life would be meaningless without music, or if it's an intellectual exercise, just pursuing philosophy or science, where you're enlightening the world about a characteristic of the universe that was previously unknown. I think those are all noble pursuits, and or acting, or I mean, I don't know, whatever your passion is, designing things. Art has many forms, and the more you're passionate about something, um, the more you're likely to keep pursuing it when that initial spark of motivation starts to dwindle a little bit. Because just like love, you're not always going to have uh, pulsating. No, that was wrong. It's not the word I was going for. Burning desire in a relationship of intimacy. You're not always going to have that, but I know to maintain a relationship for a long period of time, the little bit I've learned about it, at least, is that you have to um, have a passion for that other person, and that helps me have passion for the other person, and the desire for someone to be able to love and trust, because trust is a huge one, and understand the bigger picture. It's more important to cultivate a deep trusting honest relationship with someone who's going to be throughout your life with longevity. And so that gets me through the hard days when I don't want to talk to them, or I get irritated with every little thing they do. You know, passion for me is is definitely where it's at. You know, like I started going off into the tangent here, but it relates for sure because you know passion is going to get you through in the long haul for sure. So it's really trying to tie this back into your question about what to pursue in school, but man, just follow your passion, dude. If I guess follow your instincts as well. It's not all about passion because that can be short lived, but just follow your intrinsic interests. So, you know, the reason I think me and Molly are working so far as we do and have so far, is because we both deeply respect each other's core attributes. There's many parts about her I don't like, and there's even more parts about me she probably doesn't like or would like me to improve, and that's healthy for me. But the core attributes we both respect and look for in one another or another mate is just being honest, being trustworthy, being genuine, being um, uh, just being a good person and all the adjectives and qualities of a being that entails. And that is the surrogate, I guess, for the word passion there. That for me is just like, that's the motivation for me to stay with her through the hard times because I know every time we run up against the wall, um, it's gonna get us to know each other that much more. Especially when the more we butt heads, the more we shed off a layer of we get more vulnerable to each other and shed off a layer of superficiality in a sense. You know, you get to know a deeper at their core. You get to know someone better the more you knock heads with them and boots sometimes. But I'll leave it there. So yeah, man, follow your passion. If you think it's gonna at least be of some financial asset to you, because I tell you, with the invention of YouTube now, even if it's not of some initial or more traditional financial economic viability for you to pursue a particular interest, there's guys that are just really good at fixing things and or you know have a hobby of whatever it is, and you start a YouTube channel, and if you're knowledgeable enough and have a passion and can, well, if you have both those things going for you, you'll find out a way to be able to articulate yourself a little um, better than most, and it's intrinsically, sorry, my leg got really tightened up there. But yeah, man, it's intrinsically interesting to watch someone who's very competent in what they're doing. So, man, I watch the weirdest stuff sometimes just because it's you know I'm a sucker for movie reviews. I've never been a very artsy person, like too much. I draw and stuff, and I play music, so I guess that's kind of a lie. But I've never formally like wanted to go to film school or anything like that. But I love, for some reason, drawn to, and I sit there almost every night. I fall asleep to a movie review. Lately, it's been Star Wars because there's like, especially that guy Mahler, but there's so many other people. Red Letter Media, and there's a lot of those are like some of the better ones though. But Hack Fraud Media does a great impression of Mr. Plinkett, but it's so fascinating how much time and effort, and the editing is amazing because I know I edit my videos and they look like shit, but they take forever, and these guys edit like professionally, like 3 hour long criticisms of Star Wars and other things, and it's so interesting because you can tell these people are competent and they're fascinating, and they're interesting to listen to because they have a passion for what they're talking about. And I think the biggest nightmare, well, not a nightmare, because there's a lot of the situation I'm desperately trying to avoid for myself is ending up in my mid 40s doing something I have no passion for, something that doesn't get me out of bed, and something that doesn't, spark my curiosity on a daily basis. And that's why this is an absolute blessing to be able to do this to the point that I can manage it. Yeah, my passion right now is, with this channel is following, is learning as much, like really the core of it. I want to learn as much about human history, in particular Western civilization, because that's part of my own history, and then maybe I can branch out from there. But I at least have to know what I'm a part of first to understand what other people are a part of. So I want to learn as much about, I guess European history, and then Western civilization, and then world history, and science and math. Obviously, that's going to ground me in where technology is going to lead us. But philosophy, religion, and history tells us where we've been and where we came from, and where we get our morals, why we value honesty, for instance. Why do we value hard work and courage and nobility, and what people have been asking, what a good life, what it means to live a good life. And that's my passion right now, is I want to understand all this stuff. I want to understand, why people go to war, and why people die for certain things, and why people cower away from other things, from living their true dreams, and like, man, yeah, so that's my passion. I just want to learn as much about history because it teaches me about myself, and psychology and philosophy as well, so anyways, um, man, you guys are, you got me on a tangent on that one. I feel like I missed a ton of shit. So sorry, man, or not you. Sorry to everybody else. But I hope that answered. I hope that answered your question. That was a great question, because the reason I just went on such a ramble there is because that really hit home for me. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and luckily I was going to a relatively cheap school, so it wasn't like $40,000 a semester for tuition. But I still screwed around way longer than I should have, and I regretted kind of wasting those years because I was too nervous to break away and do something on my own. And so I just kind of kept going through the motions of going to class, and I would pass some classes, and I would do pretty good in some classes when I really tried and applied myself. But I didn't have a passion for engineering. I had a passion for learning about the maths and the history of the engineering and the physics and the math that got us where we are, but it was the actual schooling of it. As Mark Twain said, I try not to get my schooling get in the way of my education. So that was my situation. I was just too fascinated about the actual deep insights and not motivated enough to just temporarily put that on hold to pass my test and get a degree. So I just never got a degree, and I lucked out. Like right as I was failing school, I started doing this channel, and then I got a job for a couple of years as a technician based on some of my engineering training I've had. I got basic skills in like computer programming and basic math and physics and engineering, and that segued into doing this channel now. So I hope to God this can continue. I really do. I would love it to be able to continue. So we have some questions or comments. Vileberry, thank you for your donation. Thank you for all your hard work into creating these videos and coming up with a variety of ideas. I can barely imagine how much time it takes to keep up with all that you do. Thanks from everyone. That's that's really that's so awesome to hear. That means a lot. Just a big "you are amazing" gift from Brian A. and $20, dude. That's hey, $20 is $20. That's awesome, man. Thank you guys so much. You are more. You guys are really generous. That's such an honor that so many of you guys are tuning in. Um, are watching the videos. Even though most of you probably came here through the Gas Giants video, but um, okay. Oh yeah, there we go. There's my school right there. Let's see, man. What else? What else? What else? You should do a meet and greet with your fans at a local bar. You're a fabulous conversationalist. Oh, I can zoom. I just realized I could zoom in. Wow. I didn't think that had this feature. Cool. Alex, if I lived in a big city, I might actually do that. That's not a bad idea. Oh man, I'm so sorry, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna try to. Michael, I'm so sorry if I missed you guys because I know a lot of you are very patient and have asked questions. So, Michael Lakin says, "Hello, sir. Can I just say how much I respect and appreciate your content?" Wow, that's really awesome to hear. I love your space videos. Cubics 1793 says, "Almost every day I fall asleep to them." Wow, that's unreal to me. That's just really cool. I loved your Christmas video. Thank you, JB. Hi everyone. Hello, Sacred Blue. Yeah, it's a Stella and Mr. TC 0001. That was a Stella. It was. Should go grab another one soon. And here's my mom in the chat. Thanks, Mom. Love your channel. You're the best. I know I'm the best because you tell me all the time because you love me and you're an awesome mother. So sweet. Yeah, so I'm blessed. I truly am. I live right near my parents and I get to see them not as often as I should. So, by the way, if you're still watching, Mom, I'm sorry I don't. I'm just trying to get my own life together, trying to get my stuff in order, trying to sort myself out, so to speak, trying to get this channel rolling after this renovation finishes. But we do have family dinners, and it's just such a blessing to be able to be around family. So I hope you guys can experience that as well. It's good content, legit, bruh. Love the vids, man. Keep up the great work. And CR Ranger, thank you, dude. Ellie Darwish, a lot of people believe they've found their passion but still did not explore enough other options. That's true. That's probably true. That's probably true. 10,000 crows. I'm glad you needed to hear that, man, because I definitely could have back in the day. You see the latest video on JP's channel? I hope it... Yeah, I did, Malti Carlson. I did, and I hope... It sounded pretty intense. I heard, it is physiological addiction. That can be really intense, I'm sure. And the guy, his wife has cancer, and his child has an autoimmune disease that was just some obscure idiosyncratic diagnosis they couldn't even diagnose. And he just seems like his life is in such turmoil, but at the same time he's skyrocketing the fame, and it's got to be such a weird juxtaposition of like things happening to him right now. So I wish him the best. He just seems like such a good guy and like an honest seeker of truth, and that's what I respect so much about him. Let's see. What else we got? Yeah, thanks, Brian. I appreciate it, both you guys. Random Phantom. I am not drunk, actually. It's just how I am. Someone asks a question that hits home, I take it and run it out of the stadium. What's your passion? I think I already asked. Um, okay, sorry, I'm backlogged on the comments here. Sweet Lily, does the wrench next to your name? Yep. Yeah, Lily's been my moderator for a very long time, and she also has a great channel. You guys want to check her out. She does really interesting, well designed role plays too. If you guys are into that stuff, you should definitely check her out. Sweet Lily Moon, you guys are seeing her in the comments there. Yeah, Vilebear again, thank you for that. I'm just getting to the chat in the proper order now. Ray ASMR says hey with some cute hands up. What's up, Ray? Um, Harry Rollinson, man. Yeah, so I hope that helped you, dude. Thanks for your support. That means a lot. And look at our good boy now. Look at our good boy. He's finally asleep. Ernie, are you a good boy? He's the best. He is the absolute best. Um. Okay. I think I'm just about caught up in the comments. Ray, the kitchen's coming along great. Maybe I think Molly actually, it sounds like she just went to bed a little bit ago, so I'll show you guys in a couple minutes when I get off. I think we're about to end it. I've been streaming for over an hour, and my muscles are getting all tense, and my voice is getting all nasally, so that's probably gonna get off pretty soon. Um, yeah, but it was Molly's idea, and I'm just trying to, she's such a great cook, so I'm trying to make her relatively dream kitchen, an ideal kitchen she can work in and cook in, because she's a brilliant, like an artist. She's legit like a chef when she wants to be. So, anyways, we did butcher block countertops, and then we ripped out some of our old cabinets and framed our kitchen window, and we're just some new paint, a little backsplash with some like wood planks. It's called beadboard. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, Max, you got the right idea, man. Like, if you're in college, if you're actually paying to be there, even if it's, you're privileged, like I was for a little bit, to have your parents or the state help you out. Um, I had a scholarship for a little bit, and I just took it completely for granted. And you think about, you know, if the degree is going to have some applicability in your life at some point, you should definitely just do it because it shows in a lot of ways, even engineering, it's if you can pass the math and physics and some of the upper level classes, a lot of ways, in many ways, I personally got this from actual engineers, like young engineers that graduated and told me that it's almost a like a easy filter for companies. If they know you have your engineering degree, that tells them more than the specific content of your knowledge. It tells them your character and your ability to be disciplined enough to, stick with a 4-year program, even if it takes you 6 or 7, and make a commitment and follow a promise, a commitment through to completion. That's a lot of times what a degree means for potential employers. So it definitely is better, I think, overall. But at the same time, there's a lot of necessity for technicians and a lot of tradespeople. My dad was a brilliant electrician. He still does electrical work, and he's like, people look at it as like he's a magician because um, he in particular goes always above and beyond just because he's just a hardworking guy. He's just an honest, hardworking, trustworthy guy that like most people would be good to emulate. But he's a great example of like how successful someone can be without getting a college degree. And he's more successful than I bet a lot of college graduates are. Just because he's always grinded and taking pride in his work. Kevin, that's awesome. That means a lot, man. Um, French Whisper's in here. Cool. Well, I think you're probably gone by now, but I guess I missed you. Yeah, thanks a lot, man. Just gave me a congratulations. If he's still listening, I got to reach out to him sometime soon. I had a really cool idea for him to teach me French in a video. I was gonna try to look. I have a tiny, really. It's actually I think my dad's, or it's probably my mom's. Actually, come to think of it, it's this tiny French to English dictionary, and I was gonna make like a kind of like a what I do in a day, and then say it in French and ask French Whisperer if like the words from this old dictionary are still relevant, with the lingo and all that, if it still makes sense in linguistically, I guess. Jason, keep doing your thing. Don't let society and these hamsters tell you how you should feel. Nothing new under the sun. Stay up, man. That's love. Thank you. I heard a TED Talk. TCAF Math says about finding work in interests, not passions, and I thought that was pretty interesting. I'll try to find you a link if you want. That it is interesting, yeah. Like passions. Again, like it's like lust. Like if you're just there's plenty of people we're all physically attracted to, but I think an enduring relationship is based on much more than simply attraction. Attraction is good to have at one layer, but, um, you know, like a fine wine, it has layers to its it's got aromas and layers to its depth, to its tastes, and, anything with endurance has to have multiple, you know, uh, levels and angles of bringing meaning to your life. And yeah, I think a passion is good to spark your initial interest, but then your passion has to tie into the rest of your life in a meaningful way to sustain the motivation behind it, I would have to say. Alex, again, man. Have you been to the Norton Art Museum? No, I haven't. I've never heard of that, man. Thanks again for the donation, though. I don't know where that is. uh, oh, no problem, Lily. You just seem like a very sweet soul. I always appreciate you on here. You always bring nothing but positivity to the interaction, so it's really my pleasure. Um, Shinobu, dude, that's or it's awesome that you just say that. Intentions, as Raffy Taffy says, mean a lot. Love physics and philosophy. Allison says, I fall asleep to it, hoping I can retain all your info. That's the goal. No, I'm just kidding. It's just the delivery, I guess. I just want you guys to. I just want to talk about what I'm interested in, and it's just a blessing that so many of you guys are interested in the same things. So that's so cool. Harry Rawlinson, man, or yeah, thank you. Thanks so much, Harry. Man, that's 10 pounds. That's very sweet, very generous. Thank you for that donation. Um, all right, yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here soon, guys. I think I'm losing my voice. But it's been awesome. I'm so. Oh, look at Molly. Do I need a fresh beer? No. I'm about to get off. I need some sleep, is what I need. So, anyways, guys, thank you all for. If you're subscribed, and if you're not, then you need to leave right now. This is just for the subscribers. Just kidding. I could never be that much of an asshole. Um, yeah, you guys are just giving me nothing but love. So thank you very much for helping me get into 6 figures of subscriptions. That's very cool. And after I get done with this renovation, I will be doing another one at some point this year. But we'll be putting out some content before then. So this is so great. Artist Merit, I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you. Thank you. Yellow Calx. That's another Aphex fan here. Thanks for being you. Ah, that is serious love right there. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's so generous. That's so big. Um, Yellow Calx. I love that name. Joseph S. You getting a shout out for sure, man. What's going on, Joseph? NCR Ranger, thank you, man. Thank you. Um, I don't know if you know it. Freddie Teeple says, you're pretty inspiring, man. You make me want to learn. Wish I knew as much as you. Man, I don't know too much. Like, I know a few little things that are great jumping off points. And I like to know as much as I can about the world, like a little bit about everything, so that I can really figure out what it is I truly want to waste my time, uh, waste my life pursuing. So it's like someone said before in the chat, it would suck thinking you had a passion for something and then diving, headfirst into it before you experienced a multitude of other things that you might have actually been more passionate about. And I never wanted to trap myself. As my girlfriend knows very well, I'm wary of commitment. So, but when I find something, truly valuable, I know. At least the good move is to put a ring on it, so to speak. But yeah, be truly committed to it, you know. And what I've found through like learning history and philosophy and science and math, it's you know, technology is gonna science, math, technology is going to propel us into the future, but that's only the vessel on which the values of religion and philosophy are going to travel in. You know, we are the vessels of morality, and we're the ones who decide how to treat each other and how to create a world in which, like, you know, like that's why I love Star Trek so much, because it's such a bright, optimistic, hopeful future that's like actually seems legitimately realistic. Like it could be a possible future if we all play our cards right and like all take on our own responsibilities of our own lives and like treat ourselves good and you know, don't fall victim to uh, you know, weak impulses to just masturbate and play video games all day. And it's, you know, actually do something with our lives and have the courage to realize we're all going to die one day. That's a crazy one to really confront. But once you do, you realize you got minimal time and you should actually get the ball rolling on either doing what you're going to do or taking the first steps by reading some of the great books or watching great lecturers out there and finding out what it is you think you might want to pursue and spend your limited time on earth doing, so that the kids and generations that come after us can, you know, hopefully be thankful that they were born and not resentful that they were born in a world. You know, it's amazing to think like we could be living in like hell right now if the world wars would have gone a different way, or we could be living in a, you know, minimal society like Z for Zachariah type societies in a post-apocalyptic, post-nuclear fallout, you know, situation. But we're not, and we have incredible technologies and incredible, you know, wisdom in certain people and books and certain traditions, and you have people trying to, you know, deceptively manipulate people's beliefs in some of those systems to selfish ends. But you have some really good people out there too, and you know, it's just a matter of us to like just discipline ourselves and our minds. You know, just be master of our own house, so that we can go out and help other people do the same thing and not be fooled or coerced into a weak or evil state of being. You know, not make the world a hell. You know, it's better to kind of live your life to inch the world a little more towards heaven than you know, dying thinking you just lived your life in some hedonistic blaze of selfish, you know, saturated gluttony, and you left the world a terrible place. That would just, I can't imagine like going to your deathbed thinking that you just lived your life so selfishly that you actually left the world a worse place than how you entered it. That's that's what motivates me, at least. So I don't know why I started talking about that. Um, Thank you guys for being so passionate. Miraculous Bookworm 02. Man, that's really, really cool to hear. I'm just some sort of conduit of much more intelligent, wise people than myself, and I know a little, like, not that much about what I'm talking about, so I'm glad I can at least point you in the right direction. That's very cool to hear. Oh, excuse me. very soon, I'm going to be getting a haircut tomorrow, Molly says. David C., greetings from Alicio and David. Thank you so much. Greetings to you guys as well, Alicio and David. Thank you for the donation. The Norton is in downtown West Palm. You should go. Okay, cool. Thanks, Alex. I appreciate that, man. That's good to know. In the world, I would love to go in the World Wars, into the World Wars. Can you see it? Yeah, you can't really see it. It's behind the chairs. But yeah, I just bought a bunch of books. I got a book about the Civil War right there. Actually, all those books are mostly war books, actually. So I'd like to get into that some more. Oh man, guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to skip over some of these comments. You guys are all. Oh shit! Wow. Sorry, guys, if that was loud. I'm getting sloppy, dropping the phone. I gotta get to bed, guys. Man. Nothing but love, though. This has been really fun, guys. Very fun. Beast, you got the right idea, buddy. Yeah, Alex, I haven't seen Picard. Well, I watched the first like 10 minutes of it, and then I don't know, when they tried getting all Jason Bourne with the girl, it was like I kind of lost my interest because I feel like it's just like I watched one episode of Discovery and I just really wasn't interested in it. But I never really watched Voyager or Deep Space Nine either. I did like Enterprise. That was a good one, but my favorite is definitely The Next Generation, and the original series is like my second, maybe. So I like the first two, series, and I don't think anything's compared to it yet, and I don't feel like they're doing Picard justice. Maybe if you think it's good, maybe I'll have to check it out. Artist merit. Hey, I think an astronomer is a very noble and probably very meaningful career. I wish you the best of luck if you pursue that. I contemplated doing that at some point, but I don't think I'm nearly patient enough to be an astronomer. Probably not smart enough either to dive into some of those maths. Dreamflyer, I'm gonna be uploading a video. I want to say within a week, but probably more like 2 weeks. So hang in there, guys. I really appreciate your patience, though. So, Eric, good to see you, man. Yeah, I didn't want to do you guys to, go make the gap too long. Oh, I'm just getting to that comment, David. I appreciate it, dude. I hope you got to see me shout you out. Thank you again for the donation, man. That was great. Yeah, I love Z for Zachariah. Wouldn't that be cool? Not cool, but it was a good book. It is. There's something sadistically like interesting and fascinating about thinking about a post-apocalyptic, situation. I'm getting so close to the end of the chat now. I'm almost caught up, guys. Almost caught up. Yeah, for all you guys who think I'm smart, that's philosophy for dummies and nutrition for dummies up there. So there's that on record. Uh, Freddie Teeple, you buy most of your books online. I don't read much, but I want to know, what do you recommend? Um, I mean, I don't know what you're interested in, but I'd just recommend looking at. I'd probably recommend getting like an introductory philosophy book, like something like this is pretty good. This actually, if you're into philosophy, the story of philosophy or history, I would recommend any of Will Durant's books. The Story of Civilization, I have somewhere up there. But the Story of Philosophy in particular really is a good historical and philosophical book. So it just really puts everything in context and of like the Western discourse and values and what the hell we care about and why what we've been fighting over for the last 2,000 years. Oh, Briganti, that's a deep question. We will talk about some other time. But how can we tell if anything exists outside of our own consciousness? Um, well, we feel pain, and we have complex relationships with other people. That's the best indication, I guess, is the outside world smacks us in the head and makes us feel pain, and the emotional connection we feel with other people, and other conscious things, is a pretty good indicator that there's a reality outside our own consciousness. But you're right. What's crazy to think about, I heard someone explain earlier today, actually, I think it was Eric Weinstein, say that when you think about it, the, the even though our brain really permeates our whole body, so our whole existence is not just our brain like we think about it, it is actually technically, in a real way, like our whole body. Like we are our body, like we are our hands and the ability to grab things and perceive objects that we can grab, as much as we are our brain and, like, doing typical brain things we consider, like calculating and planning ahead and stuff. But our brain is encased in this dark skull, like our brain never actually sees light. It's always in a dark thing. It's only through our eyes that this tiny narrow little aperture that we can allow in some light, and that projects some neuron electrical chemical signals that our brain translates as a visual field in front of us. So it's just interesting to think about, like, there are many layers between the outside world and our brain. And our brain is just this wet 3-pound organ sitting in a dark, you know, uh, calcium vault, and it never sees light. It's like in complete darkness at all times. Other than, unless we have some bioluminescence going on when the neurons flash, maybe some very faint light gets let off in between each pathway as our neurons fire. But why was I talking about that? Oh yeah, can we ever know anything about the outside world? Okay, guys, yeah, Alex, did I miss anything else? I just saw you. Alex asked, "Do I have a day job?" No, man. This is actually my day job as of the last few months. This has turned into my day job. I've been getting enough ad revenue from the videos. Granted, like a third of it's probably from my Gas Giants video, so that's that's a little nerve-wracking knowing that my income is that precarious. If that video wasn't big, I'd probably have to still, have other sources of income. But it's a great leaping point, and that's where I'm like very motivated to continue pursuing my own interest and really start actually doing even more, deeper research, doing um, going more in depth in topics I'm fascinated in. You guys are hopefully fascinated in. Obviously, that's a huge factor as well. But um, I'm gonna be doing a lot more ancient topics on ancient history, physics, astronomy, just science in general, math. In particular, I might be doing a collab with Decaf Math. She's always a great channel to watch if you guys are interested in math at all and ASMR. That is probably the number one channel you guys want to check out. Decaf Math, has decaf as in decaf coffee. Decaf dash math. She's just really, it's really relaxing to watch. Just really, really a blast to just sit and listen to. Because she, again, going back to passion, you can tell she has a passion for what she does, and that's always a great indicator for me of just someone who's going to be interesting to watch. Are you all a part of my Truman Show? Oh man, don't we all think that at some point in our lives? Wonder how many little babies, like, you know, or if all of them have to probably think that they're like, um, well, I guess maybe not the Truman Show, but some level of that. At some point, the world just revolves around them. I know it's true for my little nephew. He's friggin' the cutest little baby you've ever seen, and it really does revolve around him. All right, guys. I think I made it. Yeah, decaf. Um, that was a sincere shout out because you're so awesome. I got a lot of respect for what your discipline and your devotion to the channel. It's just cool. I really hope you gain more and more traction. But man, wow, 299. Can we hit 300? If we do, that's just one more than 299, so it's not that big a deal, I guess, is it, guys? Um, I'm gonna have to let you go. 301. There it goes. Look at that. Brilliant. This has been a blast. This has been very fun. I was just gonna come on here for 20 minutes. It's an hour and 8 minutes into it. Got X Tentacion coming in the chat now, bruh. Just follow your passions. Just I'd say read books, and you can sound. You can do what I do and just try to sound smart, and then you just talk enough, and some people think you are, and that works out for me a lot of times. But one of these days, I actually will understand half the things I'm saying, and that'll be a great time for me to be alive. All right. Before I embarrass myself any further, guys, I'm gonna just again thank you all for the love. This is very fun for me, so I'm very just so interested in like what YouTube is capable of and how it connects people and allows people to transmit ideas and passions. And this is cool. It's a great technology, and I'm glad I chose to pursue it 5 years ago, and it's gotten to this point. That's just phenomenal for me. It's motivating. So it's keeping me wanting to make more content. So all you guys, yeah, you guys. I hope all of you guys just have a great rest of the year and great weekend. And I'll be seeing you guys in a week or two. Hopefully under 2 weeks, we'll be putting out some new content. So it's been great. And yeah, sorry for any of you guys who just got on. But yeah, if you're interested in like, what was I talking about? I'm probably about to go put on some Red Letter Media. So if you guys like movie reviews, check them out. They're Mahler, and maybe I'll do some Star Wars stuff because I'm just fascinated. Oh, I'm definitely doing Lord of the Rings. I put that on a poll a while back, and definitely gonna do a history of not Tolkien's writing of the Lord of the not Tolkien's life or reality, but I'm doing a history of the lore of Lord of the Rings. I guess you'd say that was hard to parse that sentence out. I'm gonna do like a review of the lore and mythology within the world of of Middle Earth, and that should be really cool because it's actually ridiculously parallel. Tolkien explicitly tried to parallel it with some of the mythology of the Bible and writings from Milton, Paradise Lost, and I think yeah, some early Christian writings, things like that. So it's cool how it does parallel reality itself. Um, so yeah, the history of Japan, definitely a history of surfing at some point. If Aiden sees this, he's been so patient with me. I am gonna do that at some point. History of surfing, Japan, doing some science, black holes. Um, yeah, Straight Chaser. This was for 100K, so I'm happy it worked out. Hopefully, it still does. I don't even know. Maybe it's fluctuating back and forth around it, but we're around the number 100, so that's just crazy. And yeah, I just want to let you guys know. Thank you for subscribing, and let you guys know I am still around and gonna be pumping out content soon. It's been a pleasure, but the bottle's empty and my dog's asleep. And I'm about to be too, guys. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys soon. Have a great weekend, guys.